I'm sorry with every due respect, with every sense of due respect. Nigeria had no leadership. I'm sorry.
You've said a lot. Good to see you again, Colonel. I'd like to ask about this romance now we're having with non-state actors. The pomposity, if I dare use that word, the boisterous nature of non-state actors, the fact that hitherto non-state actors, militants, are the ones that our leader, our president, now calls in to ask about the debacle in the Niger Delta. We are even giving them security contracts. And now they have a lot of infantry to even say someday they'll aspire to the highest heights in this country. Another former governor recently tried to push a case that we should talk and placate bandits.
If you send an aircraft now to where you identify the bandits, it's not only the bandits that will be affected. And if you recall, so I believe that as Nigerians, if they are called upon by government, the major causes of this problem is poverty and ignorance. You cannot find an educated human being, properly educated human being who has something to do, to take his arm, a gun, to go and kill an innocent soul, just in the name of looking for food. These people are having, very high level of poverty and ignorance. So if the government now comes up with a program of rehabilitation, just like they did in the issue of Boko Haram when the issue was handled, I'm sure you will have a successful ending of this crisis. The economic policy that the government is planning, if you look at the documents of Renewed Hope, I'm sure by the time the implementation takes off properly, all these issues will be handled. Invite them. There are people who repent in all religions, Islam, Christianity, Judaism. You find that God himself who created us, once you repent after committing offenses, after committing sin, he forgives you. So there is no way you can say Nigerians should not be forgiven if they repent. If they repent, they should be rehabilitated and integrated in the society. To most of them, they are recruiting Nigerians. We are talking of Nigerians. If Nigerians don't give them the support, if there is no poverty and ignorance among the Nigerians that are being recruited, this will just end, will not continue.
And give them what they want, because they are freedom fighters. He dare says that he didn't say completely. Anyway, that's me talking, not him talking. These are romance with non-state actors guarding our strategic national assets. Is it a slippery slope?
I can't hear you.
I'm done. I said, is it a slippery slope? Non-state actors guarding our strategic national assets.
Thank you, Rufai. It's unfortunate. I must use that. I must say that. It's rather unfortunate that we have decondescended to a point where we turn over to those who we should be prosecuting, asking them to come watch over our common patrimony. It's unfortunate that it has gotten to that level. I look at some of these things and I feel so disappointed as a Nigerian, more so as an individual whose constituency should be responsible in taking care of such. It's only a clear indication that the system has failed us, and there is a need for us to look at it again, go back to the drawing table and see what we can do about this. Okay? I don't know. I don't have any better word for corruption, but I just want to say that it seems corruption has permeated every aspect of the Nigerian life, every department of our life. Okay? But because you are busy pursuing your own contract, just the way Tompolo has gotten his, and unfortunately for us, we are now playing hosts to people who we should have been prosecuting long ago. We are playing host to them, even in the villa. It is unfortunate. You are even sitting down to address the nation. Who are you? Let me not digress. The point I'm making is this. I'm sorry with every due respect, with every sense of due respect. Nigeria had no leadership. I'm sorry. I'm sorry with every due respect, with every sense of due respect. Nigeria had no leadership. I'm sorry. It's my impression as a voter, and that's the impression I have, that I wasted my vote. It's a question of leadership.
Sometimes we forget to look at the Southeast because of succession, the issue of the ESN. We have I think it's the battalion recently come up. Just a new crop of groups coming up every other day. And then the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. In terms of security, what should the service chiefs, or what should we look at in that area? What are some priority areas in the Southeast?
Thank you, Ayo. One major priority area in the Southeast, which I think will cool off a great deal of nerves, is for us to bring out Kanu, that gentleman. Pull him out. Stop this incarceration. I know some of his pronouncements or maybe lines of actions and so on were offensive to the Nigerian state, and there was a need maybe to take certain actions. But you see, Nigeria itself is a family. That's my picture of Nigeria. When parts of the family feel offended, as a father, as parents, you sit the gentleman down, you sit the child down, and try to find out what are the problems. How do I help you? You don't like the Christmas shoe we bought for you? Okay, we'll get you a new one. Would that solve the problem? You don't like this meal? Can we fix another meal for you? Can we start talking with Kanu? Can we start talking with IPOP? Can we start talking with other groups? I think a conversation with some of these teams would go a long way in addressing the problem. We mustn't at all times apply the stick. Bring in some carrot at times. And let's see a carrot and stick diplomacy at play. Okay? We can do that. And I think if we do that, the Southeast, the situation in the Southeast will be highly doused, frankly speaking. All right? Further incarceration only make him more and more relevant, only heightened the heroship over him. He is a hero now, whether we want to accept it or not. And we made him the hero.